All right. Hope you're having a great weekend, folks. Happy Saturday. So, what I wanted to do today was I wanted to give you all something that if you're like me and you've been dealing with either generalized anxiety disorder, any sort of anxiety, if you have occasional panic attacks, whatever the case may be, I wanted to give you 3 breathing techniques that will absolutely crush anxiety, and I want to give you a huge bonus at the end, knowing most of you probably won't do the bonus that I'm going to give you at the end, but if you do, it will absolutely change your life for the better in lots of different ways. So stick around to the end for the bonus. And if you know anybody that suffers from anxiety, has the occasional panic attack, is maybe just so stressed or whatever the case may be, and you want to give them some relief, feel free to tag them in the comments section and share this to any groups that you have that deal with that subject for sure. And as you come on, go ahead and put your city and state or your country. I'd love to know where my viewers are watching from. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'm going to give you 3 breathing techniques that are absolutely proven to crush anxiety, and a huge bonus at the end that will help with that, as well as some other things. Okay, so the first breathing technique is very simple, and I'm going to get a little bit more challenging as I progress. So the first breathing technique is to simply inhale through your nose, saying the word let, exhale through your mouth, saying the word go. And when you exhale, put all of your focus and attention on simply relaxing. Okay, and you can try this now. Let go, right? Knowing that the majority of your stress and anxiety is stored in your shoulders and your neck. Okay, matter of fact, in the book Advanced Psycho-Cybernetics, there's a part in there that says that as long as your shoulders remain completely relaxed, that you can't be stressed and go into fight or flight mode, which isn't altogether true, but I get what the author was saying. You want to focus on really relaxing your shoulders. Okay, so the reason why this works is because if you have any anxiety, it's because you're holding on to something. You have an expectation of some sort. That's what causes anxiety, you having an expectation of some sort. So, as you're doing this first breathing exercise, you inhale through your nose, saying the word let mentally. Exhale through your mouth, saying the word go. And as you exhale, put all of your focus and attention on simply relaxing and relaxing your shoulder muscles and neck specifically. Okay, so let go. That first breathing exercise is going to be something you can do while you're driving, while you're in a board meeting, whatever the case may be. Okay? And when you exhale, each time you exhale, focus on going twice as relaxed as you were the previous time. So, all right? So if that relaxes you, if that first breathing exercise does the trick, go ahead and hashtag relaxed in the comments section, okay? Let's move on to the second one, okay? This is actually something that Navy SEALs do. It's called box breathing. Now, box breathing has been proven to work. It oxygenates your bloodstream and also takes your mind off whatever's causing you the stress or anxiety and puts it on the count. Okay, so what you're going to do here in this second breathing technique is you're going to inhale a 4 count, hold it for a 4 count, exhale for a 4 count, hold it for a 4 count. Repeat, repeat, repeat. So it's going to sound something like this. Okay, so the way that I do it usually is I inhale 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, 4, 1000, hold it 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, 4, 1000, exhale on a 4 count, hold it on a 4 count, inhale again on a 4 count. After doing this for just about 60 seconds, for 1 to 2 minutes, you'll notice your anxiety is just gone. The stress and anxiety you had before you started box breathing is just demolished, just crushed, right? And so this works so well. In fact, I'm an insomniac, right? And so this is something that I might do at nighttime to kind of put me in the mode to relax enough and get my mind off of the 1,000 things that I was thinking about that were preventing me from sleeping, and get my mind in a state of serene calmness where I can just focus on the task at hand, or really not focus on anything and drift to sleep. Okay, so that's the second breathing technique. The third breathing technique is called the Wim Hof method. Now, this one's a little bit more extreme, and to be honest with you, can actually cause you to feel a little anxious if you don't know what to expect. Now, I don't want to get into all of the things that the Wim Hof breathing technique helps with, but I would encourage you to go to YouTube and check it out. Wim Hof is like this older bearded guy that is very extreme, right? And he has this extreme breathing technique that can make you lightheaded or dizzy. So you'll want to make sure that you do it lying down. You don't want to do this one in your car. The first one you could do in your car. You could even do the second one in your car while you're driving or in a boardroom or whatever. This last one you want to do whenever you're lying down or in a very, very comfortable position where your ecology is, where you can monitor that. You can just lay back and relax on this one, okay? So what you're going to do on this one is you're going to take as deep a breath as possible in through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and then immediately take the deepest breath you possibly can again through your nose, and then exhale again, and then take another deep breath. And you're going to do that for 4 or 5 minutes at a time, okay? And then you're going to completely exhale and not breathe in again until you need to, okay? So it's going to look something, it's going to be kind of extreme, right? And it could cause you to get lightheaded. This is the only one that could do this, all right? So it's more like and you'll do that for a couple minutes. What you're doing is you're super oxygenating your blood, okay? And it, like I said, could cause you to become just a little bit disoriented or lightheaded. You want to do this lying down. And do it for maybe 60 seconds the first time you try it, right? Pardon me. Do it for 60 seconds or so the first time you try it, and then you can exhale, and you won't need to breathe for like 30 seconds, you know, because you'll be super oxygenated. This does so much more than just help with anxiety, though, okay? This actually combats inflammation in the body. This actually helps to alkaline your blood. So there's lots of different benefits you're going to get from the Wim Hof method. The only thing is, it is a little bit more extreme than the previous two. And if you don't know what to expect, can catch you off guard because it could potentially create some disorientation or lightheaded feeling. And to be honest with you, that's fine. That's really more than fine. Laying down, especially, and whenever you do this, you get to where you can do it for a couple minutes, you know, that, and you really do that Wim Hof method for a few minutes, and you practice that, you begin to really love that feeling that you get, because whenever you come out of it, right, you feel incredible. You really do. You have better thinking. Your cognitive function is at a 10, okay? So there's lots of different things that it does for you, all right? I'm not going to get into all of the things that it does. I would encourage you to go to YouTube, type in Wim Hof, which is, that's his name, W-I-M, and his last name is Hof, H-O-F, is how it's spelled, okay? So those three are the three breathing techniques that will certainly help crush anxiety. Me personally, before I'm going on stage, I do the first one. I always do the first one, in fact. So, you know, if you've ever seen me like behind the curtain before I go on stage, it's usually let go, and I'm just relaxing my shoulder muscles. All right, and then I usually do a little jump, all right as I'm about to go on stage, get my blood flowing again. I'm in a hyper relaxed sort of mode where I have that relaxed intensity, and then I just go on stage and just blow people's heads back, right? Here's the bonus tip. So first of all, if this has been valuable to you so far, let me see a hashtag value in the comments section. If this has been something that's truly hot, let me see you drop some fire emojis down there, guys. Feel free to share this into groups that are related to the subject. Tag some people that you know that suffer from anxiety or are a little bit stressed. This will help. Here's the big bonus at the end, and I'll explain what it does and why it's so powerful. Okay, the big bonus here at the end is cold showers. Okay, I gave you the 3 breathing exercises that just crush anxiety, but the final tip that I can give you, the final big key that I can give you that will not only help with anxiety but so many other things, is take cold showers about half the time. Okay, you can do it every day if you want. Here's why it works. Here's how I do it. Okay, so probably about 70% of the showers that I take, the first 2 or 3 minutes are ice cold. And I mean ice cold. So as soon as you feel that cold water on your body, and I get it everywhere, I make sure to just really bathe in it, right? You immediately go into fight or flight mode, right? So it's forcing your body into fight or flight if it's not already there, just thinking about the thought of ice water hitting you. And so it trains your body to be able to cope with that better and to not go into fight or flight as easily as well. And so when you get that ice cold water hitting your body, sometimes it can take your breath away. It also helps you to be able to focus on breathing and breathe better. And so this does a bunch of different things, but it does help with anxiety, especially if you do it for a period of time. You know, I would say the first 2 or 3 minutes of your shower, you know what I'm saying, that should suffice if you don't want to take a whole cold shower. And doing this over the course of a couple weeks or at least a month, I would recommend about half the time that you take a shower, take the first 2 or 3 minutes being an ice cold shower. If you do that for about a 30-day period of time, you're going to notice a tremendous increase in your energy. And especially if you do this first thing in the morning, it really, really helps with energy. It helps prevent leaky brain syndrome. It helps combat inflammation tremendously. If you pair cold showers with the Wim Hof breathing technique that I just went over, it will just drop your inflammation through the floor and help bring the body into a more alkaline state as well. So there's tons of benefits for taking cold showers. You can do your own research, but everyone that I've had do this notices that as they do this for a few days at a time, they have an increase in their energy, their mental alertness, their overall mood is bettered. It does help with inflammation, helps with circulation. It helps with all sorts of different stuff. You can do your own research on what it helps with and why it works. But those are the 3 breathing techniques that absolutely help to crush anxiety. Take it from somebody that's dealt with anxiety their whole life. I still have the occasional anxiety attack. Not as often as I used to, and they're not as intense as they used to be. But anxiety is something that I still struggle with on a day-to-day basis. So that's 3 tips, 3 breathing techniques that will help you with anxiety, and one big bonus, the cold showers at the end. So once again, if this has been helpful to you, let me see a hashtag value in the comment section, and I'd love to hear your personal testimonial from using these breathing techniques, and I'd really love to hear your personal testimonial from using the big bonus at the end for those of you that are brave enough to do it. Appreciate you guys. Have an incredible weekend. Thanks.